welcome to Reiki Healing and Meditation. I thought I'd just pop on very quickly because there's been a very interesting article that has been put on by the Telegraph, the newspaper, national newspaper in the UK, all about hugs and how important they are for your mental health. And yeah, we as humans, we love human touch. Even when a child falls over and they get a little boo boo on their knee and the mother rubs it back and go, there, be all better now, magic touch or healing. When someone taps you on the shoulder, you're all right, or slaps you on the back, well done. Shake hands when you greet. When you meet someone, you kiss on the cheek. At the moment, since the pandemic, over a year now roughly, we've not been able to have contact with people. We're wearing masks, so we can't see their facial expressions. We can see their eyes, but we can't see their facial expressions, whether they're smiling, happy or not. And the other thing that we're really suffering with is the lack of actual human contact, the actual being able to embrace people, the actual ability to actually go, I love you, I hug you. You just can't even do that. When people now elbow bump, can't even do that actually, because that's coming within 2 meters of each other. So you can't even elbow bump these days. And people walk, you're walking down a street and you walk across to the other side. There's so much little lack of human contact with each other, even with your own family and with your best friends and everything like that. And this article in the Telegraph today is all about how actually it really is affecting people's mental health. People are getting depressed, they're missing the physical contact with each other. And yes, you may be a person who lives with a partner, but for someone, like me, who lives on their own, I can't remember last time I had a hug. It's been such a long time, because even when I have been like out at Christmas and you see people, you sort of stand at the gate and go hi, you can't physically hug them and touch them. I can't remember when I last time had a really, really good hug. Well, actually, I have quite a lot because I have Reiki Teddy here. But yeah, when did you last time? When you met someone and you in the olden days before the pandemic, you used to go up and go, hi, how are you? Tap them on the shoulder, you'd hug them, you'd kiss them on the cheek, you sort of think, or a little kid would come by and you'd sort of, hello, rub their on their shoulder, on their head and go on their forehead, all the touch and stuff has gone. And people are really, really suffering at the moment with their mental health. And one of the problems with their mental health is the lack of human contact. People are really missing out on the actual hugs and the actual physical I love you, you know. And for, like I said, for those who live on their own, or even if you live with a partner and you can't, when your family come to visit, or can't even come to visit, they stand on the doors, you can't actually give them a hug. I know at Christmas when I went to drop off the Christmas presents to my grandchildren, and I stood back at the gate and they were on their doorstep, and it was like the little nana, nana, and they couldn't understand. He was, how old was he? He was 17 months old, because yeah, he's 18 months now. 17 months old. Nana, nana. Couldn't understand why he couldn't come up and cuddle me. Couldn't understand. I mean, it broke my heart. I went and stopped in the car afterwards because I just couldn't hug my little grandson, and he doesn't understand. He's 17 months old. Nana, nana, dummy, nana. And then little Ollie, 5 years old, standing there, and it's like, no, I can't come and hug you, can't say hello, I can't give you a hug and a kiss. Your little grandchildren, and especially the younger ones, they just don't comprehend, don't understand. And it's like, well, why isn't Nana coming to the doorstep? What have I done wrong? And it breaks your heart, the nanas, and you can't hug your daughter, your family, your sons and your daughters. And people are really missing out, and it's really getting them down, seriously getting them down, this lack of contact, this lack of hugs. And like I said, there's been this article in the Telegraph about how it is really affecting your mental health tremendously. And the reason why I've come on today is to say that, yeah, it can affect your mental health. And mental health, can bring you down if you're not happy, if you're sad, and you're thinking, oh, going through life, I'm sort of coping, but what is it that I'm missing? It's the physical human touch. I'm not talking about intimacy or anything like that. It's just your general, can you remember when you were in a shop and it was like your little old lady would say to you, can you please pass down that pint of milk from the shelf? And, most often you'd someone turn around, yeah, sure, and help them. They can't even do that these days because the guy's going, what? Touch that and put it in your thing. And you go, excuse me. And it's like you can't even say to someone, I've struggled, I'm a short arse. And I was out shopping the other day and there was a pint of milk right at the back. And it was the last one left. And it was like, I can't reach this. Can't reach it. Short arse here. And I turned round and there was this quite tall gentleman with his partner shopping, and I turned around and I went, excuse me, and he was like, he repelled back as if like I had the plague. And I went, I'm really very sorry to bother you, but there's a pint of milk at the top there. Would you be able to get it down for me? And it was like this, what, someone's talked to me, oh my god, I'm in a bubble, keep up. And I went, I'm really sorry, but I just really can't reach it. There's no one, and there was no one else around, there was no help shop person, other people. And so I said, could you mind? So, and he went, yeah. But what he did, he's leaned forward with it and he actually sort of put it into the trolley and then he scuttled back as if I got the plague. And I thought, but it was like this reaction, what? Someone asked me, it was like I bumped in, I didn't bump in, I stood way back from it. It was his trolley, my trolley. And and he happened to be going towards the milk. And it wasn't like I was, but I just said, could you? But it was like this human contact. It was like, oh my God. And you can really feel it. So the reason I popped on to say, yeah, I'm missing hugs. And this article, I've put it back on my Facebook page, Julie-Sian, and I've actually put it in Reiki Teddy, the Bear with the Healing Hug page, all about hugs. And I actually just gone on Reiki Teddy and sent people healing hugs and healing Reiki with Reiki Teddy, because he is the bear with a healing hug. And I have actually had people message me who've actually got their Reiki Teddy. Some have got an elephant, some have got a panda, some have got the sloth. And they've actually messaged me and they've actually said thank you, because they've said that it's really helped them through it. Because on those days, especially the ones who live on their own or they're going, for circumstances, and they said on a bad day when all they've wanted is a hug, they've actually come home and hugged their Reiki Teddy, because and they said they didn't realize it is the bear with a healing hug. And yes, okay, he's Reiki and everything like that, but they said just the hugging. So have you got a teddy bear? If you haven't got a teddy bear, a cuddly toy or a doll or anything like that, if you haven't got anything like that, grab your pillow off your bed, grab a cushion off the couch or the chair and hug that. So you've got the sensation of, rather than, go, oh, hug yourself, it's a bit cold, but grab a teddy, grab a doll, grab a pillow if you haven't got anything, and hug it. And it will help. Not as much as a Reiki Teddy, but the actual effect of hugging something will help relieve. And when you're feeling really down and thinking, really lonely, grab something to hug. Hug, hug, hug. Like I said, this article in the Telegraph, it's proof that hugs really help. And they do say once the pandemic is over and once people can start hugging people and greeting people and shaking hands and things, people will start to feel better because they're getting reconnected. But at the moment, you've got no connection there. And they're missing it, and it is really affecting them emotionally, physically, psychologically, and spiritually. Don't realize the importance of a single hug. So if you are able and you're living in a bubble with people, hug them. If you've got the opportunity, hug a person. I know you can't do it out on the high street. You can't if you're not in the right bubble. But if you are in a bubble of people and you're able to, have a hug. It is so important to you. It's so important for your immune system. It increases your endorphins, the hug, the feeling of love. It increases your endorphins. There's so much more to a hug than just a like that. So my suggestion to you, grab a Reiki Teddy. If you haven't got one, message me and we'll get one to you as quickly as possible. Grab a Reiki Teddy or Reiki Elephant, Reiki Panda, or a Reiki Sloth, or grab your own cuddly toy. Get it out. Yes, you may be 40 years old. Go and rummage in the attic. Find your cuddly toy from when you were a child. Get that toy out. Give it a hug. Give your toy. If you haven't got a cuddly toy, get a pillow. Get a cushion. Hug it. Hug it, hug it, hug it. Breathe in, hold. So, just for a minute, because this is Reiki healing meditation, because a hug is such an important healing part of our lives, we're just going to send some little Reiki healing, some Reiki, some healing, connecting with your angelic angels, with your spirit guides, God, universe, source. And together, we're going to send you some hugs. And all you have to do is take a breath in, hold and release, and just feel this hug surrounding you like a beautiful cloak of eiderdown feathers. Maybe it's a fleece, maybe it's your duvet. Just feel it wrap around you from your head down to your toes and wrap around your whole body. And just feel this hug, feel the healing, feel the love. Reiki Teddy is sending you so much love, so much healing, and he's sending you so many hugs. Just grab something and hug. Have a wonderful day. And if you want a hug, message me and I will send you so many virtual hugs. But there's nothing like having your own Reiki teddy bear with a healing hug. Take care. Enjoy your hugs. Have a lovely day. Bye.